Hello there, good morning. It is morning. It's a beautiful day. It's early morning at Lake Louise. I woke up from my campsite this morning at 6:30, got in the car and started it. It was -2 degrees on the dash, so that's pretty chilly. Nice way to start the morning. I'm sitting by the lake. It is beautiful. The sun actually rises in about 10 minutes time, so that could be interesting. We'll see. So here's to today's adventure. I hope everyone enjoys it. We're going to go on a hike up to the beehives, maybe a bit further. We'll see. It should be fun. The reflection gives it away, but the sun is coming up. It's hit the top of the mountain, and holy goodness, it is beautiful. Insane. Well, here we go. Straight back into another steep hike. Heading up towards Lake Agnes, which then should lead me to the big and little beehives. I might even climb up to Devil's Thumb, we'll see. It's so pretty on these hikes. Like, got these sunrise colours creeping through the trees. Typically I find sunset colours like this, with the light breaking through. It's actually just super nice out here. Well, I did part of this hike about this time last year, plus about 2 weeks, by which point there was already snow on the trail, snow and ice, and it was made it very difficult to climb, and now it's so much easier. I've come to a spot called the Mirror Lake, which is a beautiful lake, and yeah, like I say, this time last year it was frozen solid, snow was everywhere. It's so different now, it's really pretty. Let's have a look. It's a pretty sweet mirror lake. That reflection is, well, pretty perfect. And if we look up, there is somewhere a mountain. I believe that is the Big Beehive. That might be where I'm going. Pretty sick. Well, I made it to Lake Agnes. It was a much easier hike than the last time I did it. It's also a lot busier than the last time I did it. It's super loud with people. But you know, such is the way of busy times of year with tourism and so on. Can't complain about it because I am also a tourist. But yeah, it's heckin' beautiful. Let's take a little look at it. Oh, it is heckin' pretty out here. It is a beautiful mirror lake. It's just heckin' beautiful. Of course, there's a sick mountain in the background. Well, I'm walking around the lake now to do some switchbacks to get up to, well, the junction between the Devil's Thumb and the Big Beehive. Maybe I'll do both today, because why not? Could be fun. We'll see. It's really pretty around here though, let's look. Oh, that's the other side of the lake. It's pretty. That mirror is awesome. And if we turn around, we get a pretty sweet view of some mountains. Where are they? Oh, there we go. Let the color adjust. Nice. It's pretty up here. Well, I made it up to the Big Beehive. I figured I'd check it out before I start looking at the Devil's Thumb trail. I've heard the Devil's Thumb is meant to be quite a challenging one, so we'll see how far we get on that. The Big Beehive was quite a simple one, bit steep in places, but quite good to get to. The view up here is stunning, so let's have a look. There's the sun. And then if we look down, there she is. Lake Louise. The water is blue. Now on the trail to the Devil's Thumb. A little bit of climbing so far, it's quite steep, but we get a pretty sick view over the glaciers and the mountains that way. Might as well have a look before we start climbing further. Yeah, pretty sweet. Get a nice view into the valley. And there's a glacier. Never gets boring. And That's the path we're following. Where is it? Something like that. Pretty fun. Well, I just had a silly misadventure on the way up this really steep section to get up to the Devil's Thumb. We got up the really steep bit and I decided on my phone to record a video of how steep it was. No worries, right? I was going to do the same on the camera, but I didn't in the end. You'll hear why. So I go to put my phone in my pocket. I'm wearing different pants today because it was really cold this morning. So where my pocket location usually is, wasn't there. So I missed it, let go of my phone, and of course it fell. And it fell down this fucking steep thing, like not too far, maybe a meter. Just enough so that I could like get down there and reach it. But so I go, okay, I'll take my bag off and I'll get down there. So I take my bag off, and as soon as I let go of my bag, gone. Like comedy rolls, tumbles, all the way back down again. I'm not sure if someone caught it or if it kind of sat on a resting spot, but when I got to the bottom, some guys said they could see it and they brought it up to me when I was halfway down. So I didn't go quite all the way down to come back up to go back down again. So happy days. But yeah, despite those misadventures and shenanigans, I've come to a pretty sick spot almost at the summit. It's a sick view. Let's have a look. Pretty sick. And that is from where I came. Pretty sweet view of the glacier over there. And that is where I'm going. Well, I made it. Despite some misadventures, it was totally worth it. Bit steep, nearly lost the phone, nearly lost the bag. But the view at the top is absolutely nuts. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, you start with the glacier. Beautiful. Got some shadows over the mountain here because of the sun, but then we look down and there's Lake Louise, where the water is blue. It is heckin' beautiful up here. 360 panorama, just stunning things everywhere. There's only a few of us up here. It's nuts. It's a pretty sweet view over Lake Agnes too. It is just a stunning view. Goodness me. Well, I did it. Made it down the Devil's Thumb. It was a little bit sketchy, but manageable. I'm now back the other side of Lake Agnes, which you can see in the background. It is pretty and blue. Just splashed my face in it to refresh a little bit. It was beautiful. It has been quite the morning / early afternoon of adventure. Lake Louise to the Devil's Thumb and the Big Beehive. Lake Agnes, a hecking awesome hike. Totally worth the sick views, totally worth having a look at. Really sweet places to visit, and yeah, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you did, please feel free to give the video a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, as I will be producing more videos in the future, and I'll see you on the next adventure. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope everyone has a great day.